Hi, second grade, it's Miss Clapp. So this is our last week of our YouTube videos. Next week will just be our Zoom to say goodbye and have a little bit of fun. So this is your last math lesson where you are to do some practice. That'll be at the end, and then your parents can send a picture or you can post it on the comments. Please make sure you're also doing iReady. You need to make sure you do iReady math and reading. Those are two separate grades. Please make sure you've done lessons for both this week and just so you can get your grade in. So this week, since it's our last week, we're going to do a mixed review, meaning we're going to review what we learned about addition and subtraction this week. So it'll be a quick review because you can always reference the previous lessons. If you're getting stuck, it breaks it down a little bit more. So you can click on the addition without regrouping, the addition with grouping, or subtraction without regrouping, or subtraction with regrouping as a reference page. So this is just a quick kind of review. We're just going to line things up. We're going to add. We're going to talk about when it's important to borrow, things like that. So for our first one, we're going to start. The first three are all addition. So remember, addition, you can have up to 10. As soon as you hit 10, you have to move it over to next door. So you always start in the ones place. Ones is always to the far right. So 2 plus 1. If you're not sure, remember, you can always do a number line. And you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can do a quick number line and start. Start at 2. You're going to go up one more because we're adding. 2 plus 1 gives us 3. Okay, now we're looking at our tens place. So 7 plus 3. Start at 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, since there's nothing over here, we don't have to carry the 1. If you want to, you can, but it would just look like that. So 72 plus 31 gives you 103. Okay, so we did have to carry, but it was to an empty space. We just wrote the whole 10 down. You can do it either way. Moving on to the next one. So this one I can already tell ahead of time we're going to have to regroup. Remember, if there's more on top, no need to stop. So there's more on top, we can just keep going. So we'll start at 8, go up 3 more, 8, 9, 10, 11. So remember, we can only put one digit down under the ones place because ones is one digit. So I'm going to put my 1 here and my 10, I got to move next door. So now I'm going to add 4 plus 1, which is 5, plus 2 more. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 7. Don't forget that 1. You got to add that. Now 1 plus 0, because there's nothing in this spot. 1 plus 0, the number stays the same. Okay? Now we're moving over here. 0 plus 3. Remember, any number plus 0, the number always stays the same. So 0 plus 3, 3. Now we're moving over to our next spot. 7 plus 5. So you start with your bigger number, always. You already know you have 7, so you're just going to count up 5 more. I'm going to use my fingers. You can use a number line. You can use a 100 chart, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to start at 7, go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I went up 5 more, so my answer is 12. Remember, I can only put one digit in each place value spot. Okay? So I put my 2 and carrying my 1. So still have 12, but I had to carry it over to the hundreds place. Now 3 plus 2, because remember we have this one over here. Start at 3, 1, 2. I went all the way up to 5. So 370 plus 153 gives me 523. Okay? So those are our quick review for addition. Remember, more on top, no need to stop. So we just keep going. Actually, that's for subtraction. I'm sorry. So now for this one, we have more on top, no need to stop. So 9 minus, remember, switch over. I know it's kind of confusing. Now we're taking away. We have a subtraction sign, okay? So it does matter where our numbers are located. 9 minus 0, any number minus 0, the number stays the same. So 9 minus 0 still gives you 9. Now we're going to start at 8, take away 3. Remember, more on top, no need to stop. So I'm going to go start at 8, and remember, when you subtract, you go backwards on the number line. So the numbers are going to get smaller. So I'll start at 8, 1, 2, 3. So I landed on 5. 8 minus 3 gives us 5. Okay, 2 more. Now, more on the floor, meaning my bigger number is on the bottom, I have to go next door and get 10 more. So that means if I have 0, if I have nothing, I can't take 4 away. There's nothing to take away from. So I need to get more in my ones place so that I'm able to subtract. So I go next door, which is my 3, and take a 10 from it. So if I take 1 from a 3, it becomes a 2. And now I can move my 10 over. Now I have more on top, so I can just subtract. 10 minus 4, start at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 minus 4 gives us 6. If you want to do it with your fingers, start out with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still have 6 left. Put our 6, make sure you line it up in the ones place. 2 minus 0, remember any number minus 0 stays the same. So 2 minus 0 is 2. And then 2 minus 1. So you start out with 2, take away 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 230 minus 104 gives me 126. Always remember, line your numbers up. Your ones should be lined up together, your tens, and your hundreds. Okay? And you always start in your ones place and work your way over. Now over here, you start out with 2 and you're going to take 1 away. So I have 2, take 1 away, gives me 1. Now this one, I have more on the floor, so I need to go next door and take 10 more. So I'm going to go over here, take 1 from him, he becomes a 7, and move it over. It becomes a 17. Okay, now I can subtract 17 minus 9. So if you're not sure, count backwards. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have 8, and then 7 minus 3. 7, 6, 5, 4. So 872 minus 391 gives us 481. Remember, you can always check your work by adding your 2 small numbers to equal your big number if you aren't sure if you got the right answer. So this was just a quick little review. The next slide will be what you're going to work on at home. And pick some of the problems to do. You're not going to do all of them if you don't want to.
Here's your practice page you guys are going to be working on. You're not expected to do all of the problems, but I'd like you to do 2 rows of them. So there's 5 in each row. So do 10 of the problems, 5 addition, 5 subtraction. You can pick, you can just do them all if you want to do a little extra bonus work. There is some regrouping and some that are not. And just be very careful that you look at the operation. It switches between addition and subtraction. So please just be very careful. You can write them on a piece of paper. Use whatever you have around the house. You can use a number line you want to create or hundreds chart, and you can use that to help answer it. And then remember, have a picture sent to class tag or to my email so that I can see all the hard work you have been doing. If you have any questions, reach out to myself, or if you're in a different class, reach out to your teacher and we can help answer any questions for you. Love you guys and miss you guys.